Okay, so I am going to how to use SPSS to find there's a statistically significant difference in enrollment between Region 1 and Region 5. So I'm going to open the statewide school district data in SPSS. My region and my enrollment variables here. Since I'm only interested in comparing two regions, Region 1 and Region 5, I need to filter the data set to include just those. So I'm going to go to data and then I'm going to select cases, the cases being District 1, or excuse me, Region 1 and Region 5. So I need to select if the condition is satisfied, and then and I'm going to include region 1, region equals 5. Tells SPSS to include just those rows where the region's coded as 1 or 5. So I don't have any other regions from the analysis. I'll click OK. And then I want to run an independent sample t-test. So I'm going to go to Analyze and Compare Means and Proportions. Find that independent sample t-test. And then I need to enrollment to test variables box, and the groups using are from region. So I'm going to move that to the grouping variable. And then I'm going to select define groups, and I want to make sure group 1 is 1 and group 2 is 5. So I chose the independent sample t-test, comparing the means of the two unrelated separate groups, region 1 and region 5. And since they're independent of each other, this test is going to be the most appropriate option. So after running the test, I have to check, and I'm going to review Levine's test to see which row I need to look at, whether it's equal variance is assumed or equal variance is not assumed. And the significance is 0.011, and that's less than 0.05. So the assumption of equal variance is not met. And so I'm going to look at the equal variance is not assumed row. So I'm going to go over here to the two-sided p-value because I'm testing for any significant difference between these regions, and I can't assume in advance that one region has a higher or lower enrollment than the other. So I look at the significant value in the two-sided and see that it's 0.006, which is well below the 0.05 threshold. So that the difference in enrollment between is statistically significant. And since we're going to assume that all other conditions for the t-test were met, then that gives us a reliable basis for concluding that the enrollment levels differ significantly between these two regions. And that is how I would conduct this test in SPSS.